In question 7 from section 4.2, I'd like to convert this base 10 numeral to something that is in base 4. So for emphasis, I'll just put that, okay, well, this is 128 base 10, and I'd like to end up with something that is in base 4, meaning our final answer can only use the digits 0, 1, 2, and 3. The approach I take is I think about powers of 4 that are going to be less than 128. It's those that we can use to re-express this as a sum of powers of 4. It's worth listing some of those out. Like, for example, 4 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. That one's okay. 4 to the power of 1, well, that's equal to 4, no problem there. 4 to the power of 2 is equal to 16, no issues. 4 to the power of 3 is 64. But then if you try using 4 to the power of 4, you get 256. And this is beyond 128. And what this means is if you want to take 128, which is in base 10, you can't use 4 to the power of 4 because it's beyond this number. So we can't do this. But what we can do is try to get as close to this number by using these powers. And I'll start with the largest one first. This will always be my process. So I have 128, which again is in base 10. And this is going to be equal to some digit, either a 0, 1, 2, or 3. I'll decide what that is later, multiplied by 4 to the power of 3. You want to put the digit here from this list that'll get you as close to this number as possible without going over. And again, I'd start with the largest one and work my way down. If you put a 3 here, the number you get back after you multiply this together is 192, which means, well, you can't use the 3. So then we work to the next smallest one. So I'll try, well, what about 2 times 4 to the power of 3? That's actually equal to 128 exactly. So if we put a 2 here, these two things are actually equal to each other. Now, we need every single other power of 4 all the way down so we can represent all the other place values, but that'll be easy to do. That means we can do 0 times 4 to the power of 2, plus 0 times 4 to the power of 1, plus 0 times 4 to the power of 0. It's at this point where we would collect these digits to express our base 4 number. The base 4 number is going to be written like this. 128 base 10 is equal to 2, 0, 0, 0 base 4. Remember that it's always more work going from base 10 to a different base. But if you reverse this process, it's a little bit easier. You can always check your work to see if this is correct by going from base 4 to base 10. And you'd put these digits next to these powers of 4. You would combine them all together to see if you actually get 128.